Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers Legacy Leader Class Blitzwing, and man, you look good. You do look good and accurate to the show model, because the only other one that I've had was the Thrilling 31 with his giant head, probably to contain his gigantic ego, which I don't know if that's a thing for Blitzwing. I forgot his characterization, but let's pretend that it is. Now that Blitzwing figure wasn't good. I'm also not gonna grab it for size comparison, but it just wasn't good. So let's hope that this thing is. And is he? Well, there's kind of some small issues in the arm department, and we'll get there later on, but outside of that, overall, he seems to be a really good figure, and he was packaged in tank mode, which is something that I haven't seen in a very long time. A figure packaged in vehicle mode. However, it did allow me to get a little bit of a taste of the transformation to get him back into robot mode, to show the engineering off, I guess. So that was a good thing. Now then, let's grab good old Blitzwing and pull him closer and hope he's better than the other two triple changers that I've actually tackled on the channel. Because I think the only other triple changers that I've done were Sandstorm, whose chest doesn't want to bag in, and Springer, who doesn't want to stand. So let's hope that this guy is better. So starting off, he's got a very nice looking head sculpt right here. Very nice looking glasses with like a, I don't know, is that like a... It looks like a scratch on his glasses. But he's got a very nice silver face. He also has a nice chest here with all of the details. And also the arms here, the shoulder pads. Well, the arms down here, I guess. Very nice. You got the nice, like, I don't know, skirt area. And also the stomach area. And the nice, like, silver here on his legs as well. Looking really nice. And also, the silver very much highlights all of the details that they sculpted in here on the legs. However, my lights don't really like silver. So that's why I pushed them up a little bit. So that they hopefully don't shine as much. Because I can hear your complaints and I will try to improve. Well, not necessarily complaints. That sounds bad. Criticism, I guess. It's better sounding. And I am trying to fix things as they go. So, there you go. And we got some nice details here on the, like a little bit of sculpted details here on the legs as well. And then the feet are very nice. They are actually like the split version of like thrusters. As you can see, it is very nice that this is how they did the feet. I actually like that a lot. And then he has one gigantic backpack though, but can't complain because technically it is accurate. I don't know how accurate this is, but it is most certainly accurate. As in, I don't know if the tank part was on there as well. However, the show model does have those wings on the side. So overall, he is a very nice and big looking guy. So let's move you off to the side so we can look at your accessories. Starting off with Red Hulk hands. For some reason, he comes with these things. I don't remember these things from the show at all. There's some articulation here. You got the fingers that can go up and down, and yeah, that's basically it. But I don't remember him in the show ever having these things. I think these things are just here to inflate the price. And I really wish they weren't here, because then they could have improved the figure just a bit more. Because there are issues with this guy that I personally have, and they kind of stem from these things being included. Now, to attach the gigantic Red Hulk hands is a problem. Because for me, they don't like to stay in. So, as you can see, there is a tab on the inside right here. And that tab is supposed to go into the hand. So, you're supposed to rotate the hand like so. And then that tab is supposed to go into the hand. And I think the bigger tab is maybe supposed to go into that hole, but maybe not. But you're basically just supposed to go to the side and find the... And then he can hold his hands. However, not all that well. Sadly enough, these things do not like to stay in where they are supposed to go. The tab on this thing should have been bigger so that they could have actually stuck in his hand. I don't like this at all, but neither of these things. So off to the side with ye. So that we can look at actual weapons that do actually work for this guy. And weapons that I actually like. Starting off, he comes with two of the same guns. Very nice looking guns indeed. You have an ammo clip. You got this thing up here. Very nice. And like some damage, it looks like. I pulled you out of the packaging. Alright, you're not even a used figure. But very nice laser pistols that he can actually hold in his hand. Well, that was difficult to get into that hand specifically. But as you can see, he can use these guns to shoot people if need be. Well, Autobots if need be. this is still a child-friendly channel for as long as I can keep that around. So he's shooting Autobots, not actual people. Don't you worry about it. However, if you don't want him to shoot people, well, there's an easy thing that you can actually do. On the back here, as you can see, there are 2 holes and there are tabs here on the side of the gun. You can just take the gun and just plug it in to the back to get them out of the way. And even then, from the side, they kind of look like thrusters, like he's gonna fly. And it actually very much works with the wings that he has on the side. So I like it. I very much like it. But his last accessory is the big sword itself. That is nicely cast in silver paint and also a little bit, you know, floppy because of the fact that otherwise kids will poke their eyes out. And he can start stabbing, well, slashing up the Autobots if need be as well. It's just reflecting off the thing. So let's just do this, okay? There you go. Very, very nice. And it also can store on the back at the same spot. You can technically also just tab it into the arm if you kind of want to do a little bit of a Wolverine thing, where you can just stab people. So let's get his weapons out of here. So now we can get into the disappointing part of this figure. And now I understand why 3 years after this guy's release, they still had him in stock. What I don't really like is the fact that he never really got a price lower, because I paid full price for this guy. But I understand why there's a stock of this guy, because the articulation is not good at all. Starting off with the head. His head can do a full rotation if need be. Also can go a bit up and down. Not really much. No, we got some side to side after all. Now then, the disappointment. The arms. Now this piece here can move up to get out of the way for the arm going forward. However, nothing goes backwards here. So the arm can go like this. This is as far back as it can go. This doesn't get out of the way, but even if it did, it still wouldn't go any further backwards because of this piece here not moving out of the way. This is what I mean. I would have rather had more arm articulation than these things. Also, he has some in and out swivel up there and a bend at the elbow that weirdly enough kind of locks into place. As you can see, it kind of locks into place. I don't get why. And then his hands can rotate as well for the sword action that need to happen. And technically you can go a little bit in with the arm, well, with the hand, because of the fact that, you know, transformation and all that stuff. You can use transformation joints for articulation joints if need be. Now then, his waist can do a nice rotation. His front skirt can move up and his back skirt cannot, but his legs can go forward about that far. Backwards, not really very far. In and out, rotation as well. A bend at the knee that actually looks very nice and adds a bit more detail. I like that, the fact that they added more detail there. I like that, I love this. And then his feet have an ankle tilt as well. Not really any up and down though, but we have ankle tilt. So overall the articulation isn't bad, just outside of the arms that just have no articulation at all. But outside of that, this guy is very much a nice looking guy. So let's move into this next segment called size comparison. So starting off here, we have Blitzwing with the, I guess the other leaders of the Decepticons and temporarily leader Starscream. Here he is with all of them, looking very nice. I really need to get a new Megatron. And here we have him next to Soundwave and Shockwave. And yes, sadly enough, I do not have his friend Astrotrain, the other Decepticon triple changer, or really any Decepticons for that matter, because outside of Galvatron and this guy, the only other Decepticons that I got that I haven't showed yet are Menasor and the 86 movie characters, the Sweeps and Cyclonus. So this is the final size comparison, so let's get them out of here. And let's bring good old Blitzwing in closer so that we can get into that transformation. So let's get Blitzwing transformed into his tank mood. So what you want to start off with is you want to take this piece here, rotate it down, rotate the hand inside of this compartment, rotate this piece around to the other side, and then you also want to rotate this back out and then kind of get this whole thing aligned like so. Do the same thing on the other side, so just rotate this around, rotate this around, rotate this in, as you always do. Make sure that the hand is like this, right? If it's like this, it's not gonna work. You need to make sure that the hand is like this. Rotate that in, and then rotate this out and around, and then just get it like so. There you go. A bit of a complex start. And that was only the beginning. My goodness. Then what you want to do is you want to take this feet here and just fold it back into the thrusters that they are. And then come to the back here and untab. This tab is supposed to go in there for me. As you can see on this side, it never wants to go, but you're supposed to untab this and fold this all the way out. Do the same thing on the other side, so just kind of get in here to kind of undo it. Rotate it all the way out like so. And then rotate the leg inside of this. So double hinge it backwards. So take it and then on this hinge here, double hinge this backwards. A little bit difficult to see because the light likes to get blocked by things. And then to finish it up, what you want to do is you want to take this. And after that, what you want to do to finish this up is you want to rotate this in and around. And then bend it on here as well. And then basically kind of like try your best to tab it back into the place where it came from. Which probably isn't really gonna work, but you can give it the attempt anyway. So just get it all the way, wrap it around like a Christmas present and just do that. Or a birthday present, I guess. You could also see it as a birthday present. And then tab the legs together like so. Also fold these things back up because they were kind of in the way. But there you go. Then what you want to do, you want to come here to the front and you want to untab the chest piece here and rotate this all the way up. And then you want to double hinge it backwards a bit just to kind of get it out of the way. After that, what you want to do is you want to come in here, open up his other chest piece, rotate the head around and rotate this whole bad boy around like so. And then you kind of want to just tab this back in like so. Now then we come back to the other side right here. Just basically make sure everything kind of stays straight. We'll fix things in post as we always do. But now what you want to do is you can take the two tabs here on the back here. You got one tab right there, one tab right there. They are going to go into slots under here. So basically you want to take this, tab it in like so. Also, I guess just tab this down and just tab it in at the front as well, just to get that whole thing out of the way. Then what you want to do is you want to take the back threads here and just rotate them down, and then this tab here is going to slide into that slot right there, and then there is a hook tab here at the front that is going to slide into that slot right there. So basically you want to take this, rotate it down and get it fully aligned. Make sure also to double hinge it outwards. That will make things a little bit better. I think that is where I kind of went horribly wrong. But then you want to basically take this and just tab it in there. And tab this into the back here. So double hinge it outwards like so. And then you want to take the hook tab. I like to do the hook tab first because that one is the most annoying one out of the two. There you go. Tab that in there. And then take this and tab it into the back here. Also, I guess kind of leave this part up maybe. For now, I'm going to rotate this up. Don't untab when I just got you in. There you go. Then what you want to do is you want to take this here and just actually fold this down. You're not supposed to fold this up. I apologize. And what you want to do is you want to rotate this all the way around. And then this is going to sit. Let's just see if everything's rotated perfectly. Push it behind this piece here. Do the same thing on the other side. I'll show it off better, hopefully. So what you want to do is you want to basically get this thing past this piece here. So just push it along like so. Push everything up. There we go. Now what you want to do is you want to take the tank turret and also rotate the camera down. Take the tank turret, undo it and rotate it to the front. And then two tabs are going to be right here that are going to slide into the two slots back there. So you basically want to take that and just tab that in. And then also what you want to do is you want to open this up. Take the tank turret and rotate it out all the way. And then close it back up. Rotate this bad boy around. And if I did everything correctly, here we have Blitzwing in his tank mode. So here we have Blitzwing in his tank mode. And before I say anything, do I have to censor this thing? Because do I gotta censor that thing? But outside of that, I actually really like this. The transformation felt seamless. It felt easy compared to like what you're supposed to do. You are supposed to hide away a jet and a, you know, a robot in a tank. And while he has this thing poking out, which I think is either accurate to the animation model or to the original figure. I don't remember which. Let's call it another cockpit. Okay, maybe not. Okay. But overall, I like this thing. And the fact that we take away most of the purple that this figure has, brilliant. I love the way that the color just vanishes. I mean, we still have some purple, but the beige is coming through so well. When in robot mode, the beige was kind of, where are you? I like that. So let's look at this new tank mode. We have the nice tank threads right here picked out in black. We got a bunch of like details here. We got some more details here at the top. This thing can actually spin all the way around, which I also really like, because sometimes on these figures they kind of limit the rotation for the transformation, but here they did not, and this is a triple changer. But yeah, let's I actually can't really move it out of the way more in order to show off the back detail that we have on here. We have more details on the side here. Very nice looking. The tank turret can also go up and down for articulation purposes, so that I don't have to show that off later on. We got more purple here at the front. We got the cockpit from the jet here. We also have the thrusters on the back, which kind of do look a little bit out of place, but overall, you know what, I don't really mind it. I really like the way that this guy turned out. I actually don't know what the internet's opinion is on this guy, but the fact that for 3 years they had him in stock does not really bode well for him, as in people's opinions being, well, not really positive about him. But I'm very positive about him. I think he's great. You know, I think he looks really cool. And the fact that it's so seamless and the color change, I love that stuff. What can I say? I really do. But that is not all that we can do with this thing, because he is weapons as well. So let's start off with the easy weapons. Alright, we got these 3 things right here. Alright, so we have a peg here and we got a bunch of holes, as you can see. So you can just plug this here in the front, plug the gun here into the side. I forgot about the side ones. But yeah, the side ones can just plug in here as well. You can take the other gun and plug it on the other side. There you go. As if the tank couldn't shoot enough. He now has more stuff and even a blade on the side. However, now then, we come into the next thing. Let's remove this blade. This blade's kind of annoying me a little bit. We come to this thing, and this thing can actually split apart. And then there is this big hole here at the top that this tab here is going to tab into sometimes, which was very difficult to do. Yeah, there you go. When I did it with this one, I couldn't figure it out, but now I did. Anyway, what you want to do next is you want to take this, and this slot here is going to slide over this thing. So do you want to take that and slide it in, and also this little nubby sticking out here is going to slot into this slot right here at the front. So you just want to take this and just slide this on. Do the same thing on the other side and slide it on, and here you have him in his... Look, man, this looks ridiculous. This looks absolutely ridiculous. But to be honest, I kind of like it as well because of how ridiculous it looks. However, I still don't like these things. So let's get them off and out of here. Off to the side. We can also take off the guns as well. Also, what I love about this thing is just how it contains the jet very well. Like, you don't really see any real wings for this thing either, which is kind of surprising. I have actually gotten this guy into jet mode as well in order to look at the way that looks. And yeah, this guy goes through an interesting transformation, but I love this thing's tank mode very much. But also, we have rolling, as I already showed off, the articulation up and down. So let's go straight into sets comparisons. Starting off, here we have him with Megatron and Galvatron, another tank and a cannon, but a tank. These are 2 tanks, and yes, this Megatron can also do the whole rotation. Also, this is my favorite mode of this Megatron because it's the one where he doesn't make me mad at all. Because, you know, in robot mode he doesn't want to stand and everything is loose. but they look pretty interesting together. So let's get him out of here. And because I forgot it, here he is next to Starscream. And here we have the out of skill stuff with Shockwave and Soundwave. So let's get them out of here. But we are not done with him yet, so let's pull you in a bit closer so we can get into that next mode. Let's get to the jet mode. So let's get Blitzwing transformed into his jet mode. And in order to do that, we first have to kind of do some reverse steps. So starting off, you open that up and you put the turret in and then close it back up. Then what you want to do is you want to take these tank threads here, I guess at the front, and rotate them around. Do the same thing on the other side. Nope, that was the wrong side. This side, and take them and rotate them around. And then this tab here is going to slide into that slot right there, as my dog for some reason is licking my leg. I don't know why. She probably wants some attention, but I'm not giving it to her. Also, untab it from the arms in here. So just undo that. And then what you want to do is you want to double hinge this back in, so that the tab that you see right there is going to slide into that slot right there. So just double hinge it back in. There you go. Do the same thing on the other side. There you go. And then take this and just rotate it in like so. Then what you want to do is you want to come back here and undo this and come to the front here and undo the front piece here as well. And then fold it out. Then you can split the legs, take these things here, these wings here, and rotate them around. Then you can keep that out of the way. Rotate out the wings, since we are going into jet mode after. Get out of the way. Rotate out the wings like so. Come on, will you please stop that Blitzwing? I know you're supposed to be a pain, but you're supposed to be a pain for the Autobots, not for me. Now then, fold this all the way out, and then you can tab the legs back together, just like they were before. Then what you want to do is you want to come here to the arms. Let's just go to the front here. And you want to untab the... Okay, this can be a little bit difficult. This is a bit of a tight fit. Untab the arms from in here and then extend them out like so. And then you want to rotate them down. And then this tab here at the top is going to slide into that slot right there. Come on. And sometimes that can be a little bit more difficult than I wish it was. There you go, like so. We are nearing the home stretch right now. So what you want to do next is you want to make sure that this landing gear here will fit straight through here. But before that, you want to open up this here. Rotate out the nose cone. Yeah, like so. Close this back up. Now, you want to fold this through and tab it in at the front here, just like what you did with tank mode. And the same thing goes here for the back. You want to basically take these two tabs and tab them into place here. So just get them aligned and tab it in. And then these things, there's a... I can't really show this off, but there's a tab here that goes to that slot right there. So you just want to take this and tab that in. Do the same thing on the other side. And then you can just kind of take this and rotate it down, I guess. That doesn't really matter, let's be honest here. And then you can take this piece here and rotate it forward. Take this piece here and rotate it forward. And I think after that we are basically done. So here we have Blitzwing in his jet mode. Well, you know what they say, the more the merrier. And also one mode always has to suffer when triple changers are involved. And sadly enough, that does indeed seem to be the jet mode. Also, these things were not supposed to be flipped out. That is exclusively for the robot mode, I think. So I flipped them back in. But yeah, come on, dude, really? I mean, technically, the way that it looks right now, it looks like there's a jet on like a landing platform. But that's it, because what is this supposed to be? Come on, dude. What is this supposed to be? Like... Really? Alright, I guess you can't win them all, huh? This is so weird. I mean, yeah, one mode has to suffer. But even then, I don't hate this. I'm gonna be honest right now. I don't really hate this. Even though it looks really ridiculous and dumb and just doesn't work at all, I kind of like it. I mean, it is so bad that not even the landing gear can really like touch the ground. The landing gear doesn't touch the ground because of how, I don't know, coked up this is. Even though I might have this thing on the wrong way. I don't have that thing on the wrong way. The landing gear just can't reach the ground. Alright, Blitzwing, whatever. Also, I think Blitzwing was the guy that I've always had troubles with in Transformers Devastation, which, yeah, that game, everybody loves it, but I'm not really that kind of person who loves that kind of stuff. Give me more of, like, Transformers Warfall of Cybertron, and I'll be happy. And, Transformers Reactivate is probably never coming out, but who knows? I mean, they said that they had big updates for us in 2024, and, well, yeah. Anyway, back to this figure. So let's look at the details for this bad boy. So we got the nose cone kind of, like the front of the jet kind of, I don't know, a bit hidden in here. But also, I like how the tank and the jet are like the opposite side. And look at all the beige. It's gone. You gotta give it to him. The beige just vanishes away. But yeah, we got the nice cockpit here with some more details. A bunch of details here on the wings. Look at that. Look at all the sculpted detail here on the wings. There is so much. The nice Decepticon symbols, obviously. But there's a lot of detail on here. And we got the back of the jet with the thrusters. And then we got the tank. Hey tank, how you doing? I also love, I've always kind of liked that about Blitzwing, where his colors kind of go inverted in that sense, where it's like beige for tank, purple for jet. Beige for tank, purple for jet. It's something really fun. It's just sadly enough, it's a jet with a tank under it. But you know what? I'm not gonna complain about that. Because what else were they supposed to do? The tank is fantastic and the robot mode is overall fantastic outside of the arm joints. So, now that we've looked at that, also I like the little wings here that are just silver. I like that. I love the way that this thing looks, outside of the fact that it looks ridiculous. So let's just move straight into weapon storage. So, starting off, we're gonna go back to these things. And actually what we're gonna do is, if I can do it, we're gonna get the hands out. So you just wanna untap this. Ah, I hate these things. And then tab them in here. Do the same thing on the other one. Ah, there you go. This is not gonna last that long if it keeps up like that. And then what you want to do is you want to open up the bottom side of the thruster. And as you can see in there, there is a hole that this tab right here is gonna tab into. So you want to take one and let's just attach it like that. Let's just attach the other one like this. And there you go, I guess. There is the attachment. Because I don't think you can really get it under there. So I guess there you go. Some attachment points. I'm gonna take these things off before I get too angry. I don't like these things. And obviously with jets, as you can see, under here, we actually have weapon storage. Like so. You can just have some guns poking out from under there. Also, you got some tabs here on the side. Actually, you know what? That might be a little bit better to do. Because that is technically kind of under the wings. So we can just tab it in. Okay, not like so. Looks a bit better on the sides. And then this thing we can just pop down here at the bottom. There you go. And there we have the weapon storage. Very much basically seamless outside of the fact that there's blade literally just at the bottom there. But outside that, overall, pretty seamless. So very nice. Now let's get them off of here. Now then, let's move straight into SAS comparisons. So, starting off, here we got Starscream, I guess. Alright, he was the closest one. So here we got Starscream. Yeah, these jet formers really have just a terrible time sometimes. I mean, Starscream's basically already there in robot mode. This thing just got a tank at the bottom. It's weird. So here we have Megatron and Galvatron together with Blitzwing. And then last but certainly not least, let's just make this even more ridiculous with having Shockwave and Soundwave next to Blitzwing as well. Looking ridiculous, but let's be honest here, all three of these look ridiculous. So let's get them out of here. And let's bring Blitzwing in a bit closer so we can get into that transformation to robot mode. Because technically the reverse transformation would be putting him back into tank mode. So we're gonna bring this guy finally home, boys, to robot mode. So let's get Blitzwing back into his robot mode. So what you want to start off with is you want to turn him around and then untap the back here. Oh, that's not what I... Untap it also from the arms. Just untap this whole thing, come to the front, and untap this as well. And then rotate this up and get it out of the way, like so. Now what you want to do is you want to come here to the under the nose cone, open it up to fold the nose cone in here. Come on, there you go. Close it back up. And then you want to come to the front here, open this bad boy up here. Rotate around the head. Okay, other way around, my apologies. Rotate this around, rotate the head around, close this bad boy back up. And there you go. That is a piece done right there. Then you want to take these side pieces here and rotate them down. Then get the arms out. Rotate it up and tab it into place where it's supposed to go. We'll deal with you later when we get to later. Then what you want to do with the legs here is you want to, let's come to the back here. You want to double hinge this out. And then this tab here is gonna go in there. So just get this fully tabbed in. The same thing on the other side, like so. Then you can split the legs. You can rotate this in and then fold this piece here down and then rotate this in as well. Do the same thing on the other side. So just get this in here somehow. There is also a tab here that's gonna go into that slot right there to kind of keep everything into place. Then you want to undo the feet here. Alright, there you go. Undo the feet here, and I've had it backwards, but I think the official configuration means that these things are supposed to be shooting forwards. Also, don't do the waist rotation. Then we come to the backpack. That is basically already finished. It's not fully there, but we're almost there. Now we come to the backpack, and this is something that I actually really like. So what you want to do is you want to fold this around. Also, fold this here down. You're going to fold this around, and then these two tabs are going to slide into these two slots right here. I like it when figures do this. There you go. You want to tab that in there. Then also rotate this around here, and then I wasn't pushing hard enough. You want to fold this down onto the back as well. Also take these little wings here that can finally be folded out for the actual mode that they are supposed to be for, which is the robot mode. And there you go. Now then, one more little piece and we are done. So what you want to do is you want to rotate this piece here down. Rotate this around while also folding out the hand. Rotate this around and then cover up the hole. Simple as that. Do the same thing on the other side. So, rotate this around. Rotate this around. And then fold out the hand. Come on. There you go. And then cover it up with this little panel here. And there you go. Finally, here we have Blitzwing back in his robotic mood. So, final thoughts on the Legacy Blitzwing mold. What do I think about him? Alright, first of all, I'm gonna say this. He is the best triple changer that I have covered so far on the channel, if my memory serves me right. But let's be honest here, there isn't really competition because I have someone whose chest won't pop in and someone who keeps falling backwards. There's no competition. This guy is solid and doesn't fall over. So he's already the winner. Because I think that the only triple changers I've covered so far on the channel are Sandstorm and Springer. Outside of that, I can't really remember any other triple changers that I've ever covered. So, to me, this guy's the winner. However, that is not really saying much, because this one also has its problems. Now, the thing is that I can forgive the jet mode looking the way that the jet mode does, because, you know, one mode has to be a bit sacrificed sometimes. However, what I can't really forgive is the fact that the arms just can't go backwards. And it's not even that the backpack is hindering it. He doesn't have any joints in his arms in order to go backwards. So even if he wanted to, it would be impossible. So now the age-old question comes into play. Do I think he is worth that leader class price point? I don't know. Look, it's difficult because yes, he is a triple changer, so he requires a bit more engineering. But also his arms can't go backwards, which is like the basic thing for posing. So if the arms going backwards doesn't bother you, I think this guy is worth it. If that does bother you, I would say, I don't know, maybe wait another 5 years until they release another Blitzwing that may have backwards arm movement. I don't know. That is my recommendation. But that has been my review of Transformers Legacy Leader Class Blitzwing. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!